As this shift occurs, we are able to notice imbalances and injustices in life, while resolving them with very enlightened measures that bring more peace, compassion, and equality to our awakening, unified planet. The consciousness, being the substance of form, is changing and evolving both personally and globally now. The energy that formed the creations of the world you are familiar with is not the same and will no longer energetically support much that you have come to accept as normal. Many aspects of three-dimensional living are dissolving in order to reappear in higher and better forms. That reflects a higher state of consciousness. It is simply cause and effect. This new norm, if you like to call it a new norm of human expression, will be a renaissance of inner creative freedom and radiant spiritual expression. And this is about on a collective level, that this new norm, if you like to call it norm, is still being birthed, with the majority of human beings still waking up from lifetimes of hibernation. So 2020 has proven to be a rather surreal journey, but it is all for the better for all of us, for the whole humanity. You already know that it is a time of great change, but many of you unconsciously continue to hope and wait for everything to return to the so-called normal, or the way things were. This will not happen. It cannot happen, because consciousness, being the substance of form, is changing and evolving both personally and globally. And the purpose is to remove all the blinds that help you and humanity as a whole to see things clearly. Cells store and continue to hold energy from intense experiences of past and present lifetimes. Some of these experiences were good, some bad, and a few horrendous and terrifying. This old energy remains alive and well, affecting a person's life choices until cleared through conscious intention or spiritual evolutionary growth. We need to see this with a beginner's mind and greater self-love, and being our own most faithful companions. We can in September do then some of these steps, and go forward and allow this month to be one of handling unfinished business with swift, decisive, and fiercely loving precision. And as always, we don't have to clear everything at once. That simply creates the very overwhelm that help the shadow justify why the safest place to be is remaining shut down. Of course, as awakening continues to blossom, we come to realize what the shadow perceived as safety. It's actually imprisonment for your radiantly shining spirit, where only the truth of your most honest words, most vulnerable sharing, and most courageous, inspired actions may set you free. Be in the world, but not of this world. You know, you have heard this before, but you have evolved beyond the need to the lessons of old energy. You have played the games being played at this time over many lifetimes. And your work now is to be a light holder. Be a light holder wherever you are. A light holder stays centered in truth, in oneness, and in the consciousness of God's source. Original, that is, original source energy. As the one and only power fully present within every soul, whether or not they choose to accept this. The core essence of every person is divine, for there is nothing else. It is nothing else.